Imagine a world where capturing a moment isn't as simple as pulling out a smartphone. A world where the click of a button didn't freeze time, where a memory wasn't a pocket away. This is the world as it was at the dawn of the 20th century, a time of rapid technological change, and photography was no exception. Photographs were not a given, but a luxury. Each image was a meticulously crafted piece of art, born from the marriage of science and creativity. Not everyone had the means or the skill to capture these fleeting moments. The camera was not yet a household staple, but a prized possession, a symbol of status. The early 20th century was a period of technological innovation, setting the stage for the evolution of photography. It was a time when the world, as we know it, was being shaped, and so was the art and science of photography. This was the world at the dawn of the 20th century, a time when photography was about to experience a revolution. The camera has undergone dramatic changes over the years. In the early 20th century, this transformative journey was marked by significant developments in camera technology that changed the face of photography forever. Imagine a time when photography was a laborious process, where cameras were large, heavy, and cumbersome, requiring a skilled operator to manage. That's how things were at the dawn of the 20th century. However, the winds of change were blowing, and the world of photography was about to experience a revolution. A pivotal moment in this story was the introduction of the first commercial cameras. One of the earliest and most influential was the Brownie, launched by Eastman Kodak in 1900. This simple box-shaped device was a game-changer. It was not only compact and lightweight, but also affordable, making it a hit among the masses. The Brownie democratized photography, taking it out of the studios and into everyday life. As the 20th century progressed, so did the march of technology. The cameras became smaller, lighter, and more user-friendly. The introduction of the 35mm Leica camera in the mid-1920s further accelerated this trend. With its precision optics and high-quality images, the Leica set a new standard for portable cameras. The shift from large, cumbersome devices to compact, user-friendly versions was not just about convenience. It was about empowering individuals to capture their world in a way that was previously unimaginable. No longer did one need to be a professional photographer with a studio set up to take a picture. Anyone could capture a moment, a memory, a story, with a click of a button. This period also saw the development of new film formats and the introduction of flash photography, which broadened the scope of what could be photographed, from the brightness of day to the darkness of night. These advancements in camera technology made photography more accessible, marking a significant milestone in its evolution. They opened up a new world of possibilities, transforming how we see and remember our world. The camera, once a complex machine used by a select few, had become a tool for everyone, forever changing the way we capture and share our experiences. The world isn't black and white, and thanks to the advancements in photographic technology, our photographs don't have to be either. Let's rewind to the early 20th century, when photography was predominantly a monochrome affair. The world viewed through the lens was a stark contrast of blacks, whites, and the greys in between. Then came a seismic shift that would forever change the face of photography: the introduction of color film. The transition from black and white to color wasn't an overnight sensation. It was a gradual process, heavily influenced by the evolving technology and the creative curiosity of photographers. The earliest attempts at color photography involved manually adding color to black and white prints, a labor-intensive process that yielded results that were less than realistic. But it was a start, a spark that ignited the pursuit for true color photography. The breakthrough came with the introduction of color film. This was a game changer. For the first time, photographers had the tools to capture the world as they saw it, in vibrant living color. This wasn't just about making pictures look pretty. It was about capturing the essence of a moment, the mood of a scene, the subtleties that black and white photography could only hint at. With color, a red apple wasn't just a dark blob on a light background. It was a juicy, ripe fruit that made your mouth water. A blue sky wasn't just a blank space above the horizon. It was an endless expanse that made you want to spread your wings and fly. Color added a new dimension to photographs, transforming them from mere representations to vivid depictions of reality. The impact of this shift on the aesthetic of photography was profound. It opened up a new world of possibilities for photographers, allowing them to experiment with different tones, hues, and contrasts. It also changed the way we perceive photographs, making them more relatable and evocative. The introduction of color brought photographs to life, adding a new level of depth and realism. The world of photography was no longer a monochrome canvas. It was a vibrant palette, ready to be painted with the colors of life. The power of photography goes beyond mere aesthetics. It's a tool for storytelling. And as we moved into the early 20th century, this tool evolved into a potent instrument of journalism. It was during this time that photojournalism began to rise, transforming the way we see and understand the world. Photojournalism is the practice of telling stories through photos, capturing the raw, unfiltered reality of the world. The early 20th century was a time of great change, and photographers were there to document it. They started to become the silent observers of society, their lenses capturing moments of triumph, despair, change, and continuity. This was the time when photography began to move away from just being an artistic medium. It became a medium for documenting world events and delivering news. Photographers started to bear witness to the world's happenings, from wars to political movements, from natural disasters to human triumphs. They were there, camera in hand, ready to freeze the moment in time for the world to see. And as these images began to circulate, they started to shape public opinion. A single photograph could stir emotions, provoke thought, and inspire action. The photo of a child in a war-torn city could evoke empathy and outrage. A picture of a protest could rally support for a cause. A snapshot of a historical event could immortalize it in the collective memory of society. Photographers became the unsung heroes of journalism, their work often putting them in dangerous situations. They risked their lives to bring the truth to the world, their photographs serving as undeniable evidence of what was happening. But despite the risks, they pressed on, driven by the belief that their work could make a difference. And they were right. Their photographs did make a difference. They brought the world closer together, making distant events feel close to home. They gave a voice to the voiceless, shedding light on issues that were often overlooked. They held power to account, their photographs serving as a mirror for society to see its reflection. Photography became a powerful tool in the hands of journalists, giving rise to a new era of visual storytelling. And even today, photojournalism continues to evolve, its impact felt in every corner of the world. The early 20th century was a period of dramatic change and innovation in the world of photography, a time when the art of capturing moments underwent a significant transformation. We've journeyed through this era together, marveling at the evolution of cameras, the shift to color, and the rise of photojournalism. Let's take a moment to reflect on our explorations. We traced the path of cameras as they morphed from bulky, complex machines to the compact, user-friendly devices we're accustomed to today. The advent of smaller, more portable cameras broadened the reach of photography, making it accessible to the masses. This democratization of technology sparked a revolution, allowing everyday people to document their lives and experiences. Then, we embarked on a colorful journey as we delved into the shift from black and white to color photography. This transition was more than just a technical advancement. It was a seismic shift in how we perceive and represent the world. Color brought a new depth and dimension to images, enabling photographers to portray reality in its full vibrancy. Next, we explored the rise of photojournalism, a movement that used the power of images to tell stories and shape public opinion. From the front lines of war to the heart of social movements, photojournalists provided a window into worlds beyond our own, illuminating truths that words alone could not express. These developments in the early 20th century have undoubtedly shaped the way we capture and perceive the world around us. They've transformed photography from a mere technical process into a powerful medium of expression. We've seen how these innovations have made photography more accessible, more vibrant, and more impactful. They've allowed us to freeze time, to preserve memories, and to share our perspectives with the world. Photography, once a luxury, became a medium for all, democratizing the way we capture, share, and remember our world. As we continue to innovate and push the boundaries of this art form, let's remember the leaps and bounds that brought us here and the power of a single photograph to tell a story, evoke an emotion, and change the world.